Hey guys, Martin here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and so today we got the data download on both versions of the game for all of the upcoming content, including the Super Battle Road stage that dropped today, stuff coming out in the next couple of days, as well as some interesting things that appear to be leading up to or potentially even being part of the countdown campaign for the Global Dokkan campaign. Dokkan did also tweet out some information, a teaser video, as well as a schedule, essentially going over when they will be posting details of the campaign, revealing the theme and all that sort of stuff. They've given us a schedule for that now, which I'll be going over in a separate video. This is just going to be talking about everything in the data download and everything that we know is going on and is confirmed because it is actually in the data, right? So shout out to Proton as always for putting these threads together. Make sure you follow him if you do use Twitter, if you want this information all compiled nice and quickly after the data downloads actually take place. It's very handy to have this all here in one place so we can go over it. So you can see all the stuff here. Plenty of stuff in the files. We've got a free-to-play farmable Chaozu that comes out tomorrow with the new 22nd World Tournament story event that we saw advertised in the thing that came out yesterday about upcoming content. His details are out. He seems like a relatively decent support unit. I'll probably do a video going over him once we've got him farmed up and everything. The final stage, obviously, for the Prime Battle LRTN Easy A. This is where, of course, you get the medals to actually Easy A him. Has the bonus drop Earthlings, so you want to use a full free-to-play Earthlings team. This comes out tomorrow and get his Easy A done. Obviously, his Easy A pretty underwhelming. That was the topic of discussion for yesterday, going over his details and the community response and everything to just how much of a miss this Prime Battle LRTN appears to be. But yeah, he'll be out tomorrow. Then we have the ESBR Stage 71 World Tournament. That was out today. We did that on stream, got the no item run done. That video will be up later today as well. That, of course, we have the update to the Battlefield rewards shop, the ESBR reward shop, which allows you to get extra stamina and box space, which is definitely very good. So yeah, that was today. Then we have the 22nd World Tournament. You can see here there are 8 stages in total. This comes out tomorrow morning as well. This is where you'll get the free-to-play Chaozu from. There's 8 stages, so obviously with the stages, the way these story events normally work, having the 2 difficulties, you will be able to get 16 stones by playing through this, just by doing all of the stages. And then, yeah, obviously you'll be able to farm up the Chaozu. I think there are missions for getting him farmed up and everything as well. Then we've got some assets from the actual story event, like the movies and stuff that play. Stage 14 of the Daima story mode, a new awakening. So we all know what this is because we've seen the image in the files. It's on the thumbnail. We finally have our like in-game image of mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Nothing, I think, farmable from this stage, so it's probably just going to be training items and stuff again. But the new stage of the Daima story, this still leads us very much in the same sort of schedule that we've been speculating about for a while now, that we're going to basically end up getting to the very end of the story and the final stage of all of this, like as we get to the Global Dokkan campaign, which is of course perfect timing for it to then be Daima related, right? So this is very cool, getting our proper first in-game Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku stuff. Then we have the Million Arena Final. So this is starting on the 27th. Obviously, we don't yet know the placements, like who's actually gotten in. We'll have to wait to see to who gets the keys to access the final stage. This one is probably going to be an absolute nightmare, because the last one, Earthbred Fighters, wasn't super difficult, I guess. But like the final one is World Tournament, which I'm not even sure who like the hard hitter that you'll be able to get the high score like with that is. I guess it's going to be like LRTN, right? So if you don't have LRTN, good luck with actually getting the top score in the final for this. So that'll be fun. Then of course there's the titles for that. New support memory, the Full Moon. All allies attack 22% and all enemies attack minus 10% for 2 turns from the start of battle when there is a World Tournament ally on the team. So this will be available. This is from the story event as well that you farm the Chaozu from. Then we have we're beginning to get the medals. So the support memory enhancement for the Android 18. This is the one that buffs androids and earthlings. Obviously, these are the rewards that are now given out with every completion of this new set of 10 ESBR stages. So if you've beaten the one from today, you've got a couple of these medals already, but now we just have to wait until the next stages come out. So obviously this won't be fully upgraded for quite some time now, but we'll just have to wait until those stages come out, do them as they come and get these medals. And then we get on to some of the interesting new stuff, right? So we got this Dokkan Chance ticket, treasure that can be acquired through Seize It Dokkan Chances, can be exchanged for a chance ball at barbershop. So you basically, the way this is explained, because I think it's something similar to Legends, is that you will do an event, which is I guess the Seize It Dokkan Chances, get tickets, and then it allows you to pick a numbered ball between 1 and 7, assuming you can only get the 1. And then at the end of the specified period, which we don't know all the details for this yet because obviously it's not in game, but at the end of the specified period, a number will be picked that is like the winning number, and everybody who picked that number, you will then get some kind of reward. So it's basically like a mini lottery type thing, except there's only 7 numbers to choose from instead of the millions of combinations that there is in like a big money lottery kind of thing, right? So those will be added into the game. Obviously, once this event is out and we get the full breakdown of how it works, I will make a proper video for it. Special ticket that can be acquired through specific summons and can be used at the barbershop. Not 100% sure what this is for. Then we have a new version of the Memorial Stones. This is very interesting. Global Dragonstone 2025. Now, I know a lot of people straight away will see this, and because it's the same colour and typing, there were the classic Memorial Stones that you used to be able to trade in for tickets and stuff like that. But then obviously the 10th anniversary, when we saw the Memorial Stone in the files, it turned out to be the one stone that you get from the Purunga Wish in order to get one of the headliner characters. Now, before people get super excited, because I'm one of these people that I do think that was a big one-off special thing for the 10th anniversary and that we're not necessarily going to see them do that again. Bear in mind, we will talk about it here, but some of the missions are in the files that will be starting in the next week or so, and they give multiples of these, so you're not just going to get one of these. So we still don't know exactly what you're going to trade them in for or how many we're going to get, because the missions, like, remember, if you spent a bunch of stones over the year for the normal Memorial Stones, people were getting like hundreds of these. Whereas the missions, I think there's only like 10, 20 or so, I think. We'll have a look at them properly. Because they could be traded for tickets, or you could trade like 200 for a specific unit. So it's probably not going to be quite that level of exchange, because you can't get that many in one go. So it'll be interesting to see. But again, once we know the full details for how this works, I will do a breakdown video. Then we have scripted assets for the story events, the 22nd World Tournament event. And then of course there is the scripted events for the Daima story. We've got the Goma, the dragon, and then of course the mini Goku. So I imagine if the way this is going to work is that the mini Goku, I guess, will appear maybe at the beginning in the opening cutscene to the final stage, and then at the end it will be the dragon, because then the final stage, obviously everyone's back to being adults again. And then we also have these things, so starting from the 24th, which is of course tomorrow morning for me, this evening for you guys in the US, stamina refresh going down to 3 minutes instead of 5, and then we have the boost schedules for when we're getting like the 3 to 5 boosts. The first one starting on the 27th, which is Thursday, I think, right when the Million Arena starts, as Friday morning for me. So Third Eye Goma's super name corrected. Oh, Imperial Cannon. It didn't have, it had the extra N. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff in here. A lot of events coming out today, tomorrow, Million Arena Thursday. So there's a few things dotted throughout the week that are dropping. But remember that the week then takes us all the way up to the 29th. Monday will be the 30th, and then I think that's when we're going to see the potential countdown campaign, because then we're going to count down on like the 7 days until the 7th of July, which is when the Global Dokkan campaign is mostly expected to start, because that is the anniversary of the global version of the game. So if we jump over to Dokkan info here, we can take a look at all of these missions that we have. So there are quite a lot. We've got this is just like a general set of missions, like clear any of the stages, clear any stage 3 times, do the Turtle School mission, level up a Link skill, do the friend summon. So these are just going to be like some just like a separate set of missions for this celebration. Then we've got, I don't know if this is for the specific event, but deal a total amount of damage to enemies. So I think it's the damage dealt in different stages will all be counted. Yes, this is across the game. This isn't in anything specific. So by dealing damage, by basically just playing the different events a whole bunch, you can get what? 2, 4, 6, 8. Then we've got 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, 30. So you can get 30 of these memorial stones by doing up to 77,777 damage right across all different events. So we know we're going to get at least 30 of these. There's still no indication of whether we're going to get more, whether it will be like the classic memorial stone thing where you get some based on your stone spendage throughout the years, or throughout the year. We don't know anything about that yet, but we know that we're going to be able to get 30 of these from missions, so that's good. Then we've got the Prime Battle TN campaign missions. So some of these will obviously be auto-completed if you already have TN as an LR at Super Attack 20 and then Rainbow. You'll obviously get all of these. Recruiting the character. Yeah, so a lot of these will just auto-complete. And then you've got to do the steps of Extreme Z Awakening and then get them to SA25 to get the final missions. So nice easy ones there. The single player version of Million Arena obviously being updated with the final stage as well. So of course you can have your practice runs on this, try and figure out how to set the best score with the World Tournament team before jumping in and using your limited keys for the actual final stage. Then we have the proper Million Arena final, like the actual limited ones. Again, all the missions for both of these involve getting up to 90 million points. Then we have a bunch of link level events returning, seemingly, because the missions all seem to start from tomorrow, the 24th, right? So we've got this one, Master It, the Dream Technique, which could be attempted 3 times every 7 days, which is a big link level thing. And by beating the missions for this, by just beating it a certain number of times, you get link level keys, which is obviously very good. Then there's another one. This is just for doing the Prime Battle TN Easy A. Then there's this one, the Encounter with the Super Warrior, another limited link level one that was 3 times every 7 days. This has more missions for completing it a certain number of times, and you get a bunch of link skill orbs. Then we have this one, the Extremely Intense Saiyan Clash. Like all of these are the 3 times every 7 days. Beating this a whole bunch of times gives you Kais and a few stones. Then we have the Zamasu and Gawasu one, and that's Kais and a few stones. But all of these missions start tomorrow. So assumingly all of these events are coming back, otherwise how are you supposed to do these missions, right? So this is very interesting. They do run all the way up until the 8th though, so realistically that means that they are going to come back at some point before this end date. Doesn't necessarily mean all of these events will just be coming back like tomorrow, but still very interesting. And then we have the missions for basically just clearing the stages of the 22nd World Tournament Story event, getting the Chaozu, getting him leveled up, and that gives you the support memory and some stones and stuff like that. So quite a lot of stuff in the data download, especially if we consider like when these link level events are all going to be returning, and the fact that they are doable like each week. If they all return tomorrow, you're going to be able to make some use of them now for some characters. Then they'll reset next week as part of the countdown, and then they'll reset as part of like when the Global Dokkan campaign starts. So when it comes to link leveling all the new characters that we get from the Global Dokkan campaign, having these stages available is obviously going to be very, very helpful. So that's all the stuff that is in the data download. Lots of new missions, lots of new events and stuff dropping this week. Something to tide us over, I guess, because Dokkan has been a bit quiet. We are going to get the countdown campaign hopefully starting at the end of this coming week, and then we will be seeing all sorts of crazy stuff. Like I said, I'll do the video about the hints that were posted today, making it seem like Daima is definitely a big thing for the Global Dokkan campaign, but we will have to wait and see. So let me know your thoughts on everything in the data download. What are you most looking forward to? Have you done the Super Battle Road stage already? Let me know down below. And yeah, let me know all your thoughts on everything about the upcoming content and the Global Dokkan campaign hints. Let me know down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.